What's going on, everybody? ATL Bliss here. If you've never been to my channel before, hello, nice to meet you. I am a hoodoo, hippie, diva, stoner. I'm a lot of things. I'm a lot of things. I'm also a chronically disabled sex worker, a domestic abuse survivor. Yeah, I'm that too. I am a writer. Okay, I can do poetry, erotica, short stories, paranormal fiction. I'm going to dive into that very, very soon. But hello, hoping that you're going to dig the vibe here. It's very conversational. You might see me pick up a cigarette and smoke. I hope that doesn't offend you. But in that moment when I'm really getting good into what I'm talking about, yeah, I'm a light a stogie. It's just what it is. Like habit at this point, habit I'm not quite ready to break yet. I'm I'm going along on a spiritual journey. For those of you who are new, I'm very spiritual. Crystals. Where's my moon? My moonstone. Keep my moonstone on. I'm a Cancer moon. I'm a Cancer moon, so I keep my moonstone on. And I love R&B music. Talk about anything, a myriad of topics, a plethora of areas that we can discuss. You know what I'm saying? Just I'm trying to branch out again. I like to revamp every now and again if I feel like something has kind of gotten played out. I like to mix and mingle. So yeah, at one point there was a podcast situation. It didn't work out. It didn't fit. I tried it on, just didn't fit me. You know what I'm saying? I got to be able to be me. I am and always gonna be Bliss. I'm gonna be me regardless. And I don't need to be changed. I don't need anybody to try to mold me into something they think that y'all might enjoy. I'm just gonna go with the flow. I'm organic with it. You know what I'm saying? I like to talk. So talking to you guys. And hopefully we'll get to a point to where you're talking back. Comment, like, subscribe, share, all of that good stuff. But on to the topics I would like to discuss today. Stay tuned. Okay, so P Valley episode 205. Uh, Let me go ahead and get it started. I'm sorry. Woo! So much to unpack in this episode right here. Listen. Katori Hall did her thing. Yes, she did. The writers of P Valley did their thing on episode 205. Okay? Because we got Keyshawn's backstory as to how she ended up with this racist abuser. Child. Mm. So, the topics that I saw that jumped out at me from personal experience, domestic abuse survivor, colorism, and also, like I really want to say narcissist. That's what Rome and Derek were. There was also a situation with Rome. You know what I'm saying? Trigger warning. We'll be talking about sexual abuse, rape, that sort of thing in experience. Okay? Speaking from experience, these are, I like to think that I have the type of mind where I can view things from every different perspective and break it down in a way for those who still don't understand it, can't understand it. You feel me? Follow me. So, colorism. Clearly, we see that Keyshawn is what we like to say, or what we used to like to say in the 90s, color struck. Very much so, hating her own complexion because people around her always would make jokes about it. We see her as a cheerleader in high school, Gidget running the squad, clearly, and she falls off of a pyramid And low key, I don't know if y'all peeped this or not. Derek could have caught her. She didn't have to hit the ground like that. Derek could have caught her. But I digress. Moving right along. So she's getting clowned by black men. She's a burnt chicken nugget, my guy. You don't look too like yourself. Like that was just, and y'all needed to see that because that's how a lot of y'all black men are with your dark skinned black women. A lot of y'all are like that. So, you know, if you feel hit, you can holler. You can. We can talk about it. We can discuss it. But not only was it that, back at home, she got a whole wicked stepmother, y'all. This is a Cinderella storyline if y'all ain't paying attention. I did. I did what Tori did. I dig the direction it's going and I love it. Season 3. We should get that announcement any day now because this episode right here was like, there was nothing. It was flawless. It was without flaw. So there's that. But stepmama and Katori, this is the one. This is the conversation I want to have with you. I need to know what happened with Keyshawn's mama. I I I think we need to do a subplot, and we need to find out what this dynamic was with Keyshawn's dad, her mom, and his stepmama. Because I'm catching a vibe because Keyshawn called her a homewrecker. My over analytical, creative ass Scorpio brain tells me she split them up. Like she's upset because this dark skinned woman has this man doing all of this stuff for her. Because we see the house, we see the house. It's beautiful in there. So that's supposed to be mine. That should she don't deserve that. Mm, mm, I'm feeling. And where was her father? Like I don't remember. I was so entranced by the episode. I don't remember if we actually saw her father, but I don't think we did. But yo, the way she be digging at Keyshawn lets me know that she wouldn't do half of that shit with Keyshawn mama. And she taking it on she taking it out on the only one she can take it out on, which is her daughter. Like whole wicked stepmother, wicked stepsisters, like that colorism within the black community is so vicious, y'all. It's so vicious and so unnecessary. I'm brown. I'm a brown skin girl. You know, I don't care what anybody else will try to tell me I'm chocolate or whatever. I'm brown. I'm very much so brown. I'm very much so E&J Brown. So cognac brown. Like I'm I see me. I see me. I'm brown. But I digress. It's upsetting to see that. You know what I'm saying? And people will glance over it. Oh, you reading too much into it. That's exactly what it is. I watched it because I'm on the outskirts being brown. I'm on the outskirts. I grew up in the 90s. Come on, it was way worse. Way worse than the 90s. Listen, that After 7 video, did you see the ladies in the After 7 video? Like, it always seemed like in a video, it was always going to be a lighter woman, brown paper bag type of thing. So it's deep. That generate like this episode showed generational what seems like the familial trauma that goes back. You know what I'm saying? Like touched on so much. And going through what I've gone through in life, I understand how it went left for Keyshawn. I understand that. The first moment that he stood up for her when nobody else has, my hero. So it really wouldn't have mattered what he did. He stood up for me. So I gotta ride for him. You know what I'm saying? So that's very difficult. I went through that. It's very difficult to extricate yourself from that type of situation once you done trauma bonded with somebody. It's also a trauma bond because apparently Derek's parents are racist and evil and taught him how to be racist and evil. Passing it right on down. I'm just saying, like, did y'all see it? Did y'all peep it? Are y'all paying attention? I'm just saying. Katori did her thing. I'm gonna keep saying it. Katori did her thing, and I'm glad for this. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of this stuff the black community don't want to talk about. What goes on in this house stays in this house. I don't want my business out there in the street, but sometimes business should be out there because somebody's being abused. Somebody's getting beat up on, and ain't nobody saying nothing. Episode is snapped, waiting to happen. So many Snapped episodes have like, and I don't watch Snapped because this primarily white women stories. If we go back into the old days with how our grandmas really used to get down, like it would be, oh, Snap would be so much different. I swear. What the old school grandmas used to do to a man who wouldn't stay his ass home. I heard about my grandma. My grandma was a hellraiser. I'm aware. Okay, she kept a pistol. You dig me? So that family trauma gets passed down like every generation until somebody decides to acknowledge it and address it. I mean, at some point, you kind of gotta want that. Like, and I'm at that place where I'm going to address it, and if it cannot be fixed, I'm gonna move on from it. That's where I'm at now. So, a lot of my family members are finding that out now. In the worst circumstances, my grandmother passing. I don't think I should go to the funeral because I'm not going to disrupt my grandmother's home going by unleashing the trauma by my abusers within. No, I can't do that, so I won't be there. I did construct a poem for her and I sent it to her daughters, so, and they understand. I know they understand, and I'm glad for that. So, moving right along, but we also have to address Rome. Rome is another subtle abuser. He's very subtle with his. Like, if you pay attention, he never calls Keyshawn by her name. It's always Miss Mississippi. He is just in love and wants to possess her character. Her stage persona. That's what he wants to possess. And I do anything, say anything to get what I want out of you. And if I can't get it, then I'm gonna have to get aggressive. That's that's what Rome was. And the flip side to that is a character like Wody. I'm a protector. You know what I'm saying? I see the bullshit, and I'm going to handle it very low key, but it's going to get handled. He wanted Keyshawn to leave the white boy and come get tangled up in his mess. He's another abuser. She just would have been switching abusers. You know what I'm saying? Like the pimp talk. You know what I'm saying? It got real pimp talk when she told him no, didn't it? You saw how fast it changed? Quick. It's all type of, nah, bitch, you mine. I did this, that, and the third for you. Mm. So you obligated now. Experience. So, yeah, this episode could have been really triggering for me if I hadn't dealt with a lot of the issues that I see Keyshawn going through. She's not gonna leave until she gets tired of it. She's got to hit that J Lo enough moment in order to. She's my prediction. Let me state that my prediction is Keyshawn is gonna take her baby daddy out as soon as she found out that man is laying hands on her 3 year old and the time and the baby. Oh no! Now it gotta be me. It gotta be me. I've defended you. I've covered for you. I've done all of these things and alienated the people who want to help me for you to do what you do to me to our church. Keyshawn gonna take him out. Like, she's still wearing diamonds protected necklace. Keyshawn is going to take that man out. Like I hope y'all seeing it. I hope y'all seeing it. And another thing, my daddy would have had to tell me to my face I couldn't come back home. I'm not taking her word for it because obviously you don't like my mama. So that's the trickle down. But nah, daddy would have had to tell me, no, yeah, I do agree with her. Nah, we was kicking that dough in that night. I'm sorry, we was picking up some kind of flower plant. Uh, we was getting back in the house. So Keyshawn was sent back, and at this point, I'm trapped. Now we got two babies, and I'm still stuck in this situation. I be, I need more of a backstory on stepmama. I need to know more. I need to know more. She giving me a vibe, and I don't want to say the lady's name. I'm not gonna be disrespectful, but she's giving me a vibe. She's definitely giving me a vibe. But this episode was deep, y'all. And I'm glad this is, the first thing I could come in and have an actual real good conversation about it. Like I'm not I don't know if I probably would be, but I would have to go really just jot down everything, remember names, so on and so forth to do an actual recap. But I wanted to touch on the subjects, the subject matter. You know what I'm saying? The context of it. I wanted to, and Uncle Clifford's narration was so on point because he broke it down in the hood vernacular. You know what I'm saying? And it gives you so much insight. Like her character can grow once she get rid of Derek. Like I don't know, maybe might spin the block on Diamond, but Diamond seems to be latched up with Big Bone now, so don't know how that's gonna go. We gotta stay tuned for that. Um, yeah, this whole episode, man, 10 out of 10 for me. So hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, like it, comment on it, subscribe to the channel, and go tell a friend about it. That means share. So I've been ATL Bliss, and y'all be easy.